We are the tribe from the north, we're brave and we're bold. Defeating our rivals never gets old. Making our way to the Big Sky Conference. Watch out, 'cause here comes the silver and gold. Whoa, whoa. This is Tubbs at the club for the Vandals of Idaho.
Hi, how are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Hope all the listeners, viewers are doing well today on this chilly, cold day in Moscow. Looks like it's about to rain or snow. I can't really tell. But I hope you're doing well, and hopefully you had a good weekend before the had a good week before the Super Bowl. Before we get started, 8-0 like cracking a Montucky cold snack and cracking a Montucky cold snack, an ultra refreshing light beer born in the majestic Big Sky country. The best part is when you crack a snack, you're giving back. Montucky cold snacks donate 8% of all profits back to the local causes, even right here in Idaho. Supporting local organizations like CW Hogs, Idaho Food Bank, and Idaho Food Bank. Yeehaw, that's freaking awesome. Montucky Cold Snacks, the light American lager for powwow rippers, gator wranglers, pony riders, and badass do-gooders. Visit MontuckyColdSnacks.com to find out how to get ya ass some snacks. And if you need a beer for the Super Bowl, it's a perfect thing to have too for that as well. First thing to start out with Saturday's game, Idaho went 2-0 again this weekend against Eastern Washington. I wouldn't say a lesser opponent, but they did play a more. They played. They started out hot, going out, as you can see. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching the video on YouTube right now, as you can see, they started out scored 25 points in the first quarter to Eastern's 9, with a 16-point lead, and then things kind of, I wouldn't say tapered off a little bit, but Eastern did outscore them the rest of the way by 2 in the second, by 1 in the third quarter, and 2 in the fourth, so it didn't make a whole difference. Idaho ended up winning by 10, but still, this game was, it never really felt like Idaho was not in control for this game. Like, this was one of those games where Idaho just was Idaho got ahead early and did not let up. Like, they maybe got close as maybe 4 or 5 points. So you maybe thought, oh, is Idaho gonna lose confidence? Is the team gonna lose confidence? And when they were good, they played well. I think they played well. It was a great game. Idaho, the team as a whole, played well. Like, they did have some, I wouldn't say it's some interesting, although they had 8 players, although they had 9 players available. Actually, I made that mistake. They did get 1 player back, who I'll get back to later. If you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're not, you're watching on YouTube. 6 of the 9 players played over 25 minutes of game time, and then 3 players only played 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 2 minutes. Natty to Daddy was available today. It was not today. She played a total of 2 minutes, so I don't know if that was just trying to get her back into the game or foul trouble. I think it's probably just trying to get her back to game time, get her some more reps getting started, and getting her back up to game speed after having, I don't know, considerable amount of time off is the right word to say, but just a little bit of time off between the last time she played meaningful minutes and today. So it was good to see her back, at least saying that she's able to play and everything's all well. This game was Gabby Harrington, I think the biggest addition. I think it was great that she was able to she chose to come to Idaho for her last season, as compared to, say, sticking it out at Montana, maybe, where she might have not have been playing as much, or maybe would have been riding the bench. Who knows? Maybe today, this performance, I think, maybe, I don't know, but I think might be thinking, maybe the coaches in Montana may be rethinking letting Gabby go, because she had a double-double, and She was by based on that game. She was the best player on the court that on Thursday, having 24 points, 16 rebounds. And I think I don't know, I don't know the awards for the Big Sky personally. Hello, one viewer. I think she might be. I think if there is an award for newcomer of the year, I think she deserves if there's a team award, I don't know if there is, but I think newcomer to the team, I think she deserves it. She has been the spark plug. She was filling a role that I wasn't sure they were going to be able to fill with Lizzie Clinker leaving, but she is filling that and playing better. She's playing at the same level Lizzie was last year, if not better. It's by far the best. She had the best performance of the team that game. Gina played. I think this was her second game in a row. She played 40. She played wire to wire. She played the Saturday against Weber State, 40 minutes, third Weber, and then on Saturday, and then on Thursday she played another complete game, 40 minutes, my bad. They another had a good game. I know Beyonce had 13 points, 5 rebounds. Gina 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. I think she's the best player in the Big Sky. I think she should get Big Sky Conference Player of the Year, and it is no question, no doubt in my mind. I think she's the best player in the Big Sky. I know I have a bias. I'm not trying to influence anybody, but she's the best player in the conference by far, I think. Yeah. Moving on before going on to the next game, I would like to make a note of soccer started their season yesterday on the 5th playing Oregon State. They did lose 3-0, unfortunately, but it's a Pac-12 school. What much can you do about that? I think it's great to have more sports back at Idaho, and hopefully be watching those more as the season for them goes along. Another sport to pass along, the other sport that started recently was volleyball. They started out 3-1 in conference play. They started almost a couple weeks ago now, but they lost their first match to Portland State, 3-2. Came back and won on the 25th, 3-2. So now they're 1-1. Then they beat Southern Utah 3-1, and then beat Southern Utah 3-0, which is good. I always enjoyed going to those games. It was fun to play them in the band, and it was a fun game. It was a fun, laid-back atmosphere, and I think Moving on to the second game of the season. You didn't see that. This game, Idaho led wire to wire. I wouldn't say wire to wire is the right word, but there's a point where I kind of thought maybe Eastern might have a chance in this one. It might be a lot closer. But they showed that Idaho, when they want, it seems kind of they can play. They can kind of decide when they want to just turn things on and turn things on or turn things off and just kind of coast. And they kind of seemed like they were starting a little slow in the beginning of the game, but they showed why I think the best team in the Big Sky Conference for that, winning 85-56. They played well. It was good to see Natty back in the starting lineup. She didn't play a lot though, unfortunately, due to getting up to 2 fouls very quickly in the game, which sucks, but it's good to see they're trying to ramp. Good to continue to see at least trying to ramp up what she's playing, and good to see more. Another thing I'll say is, if I'm not trying to date these, happy birthday, Sydney Gandy. She did lead the team with 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block, which I unfortunately missed. Sorry about that. I have this in my notes. Gag. I'm just going to say it again. So I'll go with this. Beyonce had a double-double. Another player on the team had double-double, 19 points, 11 rebounds. I won't say the best. She's the best player. She was one of the best players on the court today. She kind of controlled things down low. Gina didn't. Unfortunately, I was hoping she would have played another 40-minute game, 3 40-minute games back to back to back, which would have been cool, but didn't happen, which I think was good to get her some rest. She played 30 minutes, but still she played another great game for the team with, she had 6 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. I think it was a more round, it wasn't the points. The stats might not show it, but she was the leader on the court when she is the leader on the court for the team. I think if Gina wasn't there, then Gina wasn't on the court. If Gina wasn't on the team, Beyonce would be the best player in the Big Sky. I think Idaho is just the the best. They're the best. They have the best players. They are the best players in the conference, and it just goes to show that even if one of them's off, they can kind of play a different style. But they are just the best players in the conference right now. This team also just does a good job finding. Something I noticed was just they pass the ball well to just get the ball to somebody, get them open, try to find somebody together, drive it down low to get that easy layup or points in the post, or just passing to find somebody to get them open, which is another great way. This team can just. I think Brian Marceau also mentioned on the men's podcast or preview. I know he said this, like, this team, the way the women's team plays is the way I want to see the men's team play, or just is the way I would like to see a style of them play for the men's teams. They overall are just they are the best team in the conference, and they play like it. Although they had 2 close losses to Northern, they had a last-second loss to Northern Colorado and a pretty disappointing loss to Northern Arizona. I think they are the best team in the conference, and next week they get the show next week. They play Idaho State on Thursday in Moscow, and Saturday too in Moscow. So next week it is the Battle of the Domes. Hopefully, I know I'm going to keep posting it. King Spud, best trophy out there. It is the best. I know I'm just going to keep plugging it. The King Spud Battle of the Domes next week against Idaho State. And now it's time to play us out with the beer song. Go Vandals.